Hey there, welcome back to my Site Code Diaries. I am Jitendra Ganekar, your host, and today we are diving into the next episode of C Sharp tutorial series.
This is the continuation of the last video topic, that is loops in C Sharp.
I would love to connect you on my social media accounts. All my social media accounts are given on the screen. Do follow me on it and keep updated about the channel.
In last video, we have covered flowchart and syntax of while loop, do while loop, for loop, and for each loop. If you have not watched the video, please watch that video and come back to this video. I have given video link is in the description. In this video, we will discuss nested loop, break and continue statement, and at the end, we will see sample examples of uses of loops. We are going to check 4 sample programs. First is to find out whether number is prime or not. Second, we will see calculating the factorial. Third, we will print a triangle. And the last, we will find out a prime numbers between interval.
Before we dive into the details, if you have not already subscribed to the channel, do hit the subscribe button and yes, do ring the notification bell also to get the latest update. If you like the video, then do like, share and provide your feedback through the comment. Your feedback is very valuable to me. So, alright,
Let's take an example. If you see here an example, I have initialized the one counter that is equal to 0. So I have written a while loop here. If counter is less than 10, then write some the counter is reached to whatever the number it reached. Okay, and then I increase the counter value. So this loop will get executed till this condition get false. So we have started with 0, so it will reach to the 9. It will get inside, but when it will reach to the 10, that condition will get this will not get satisfied. So 10 is not less than 10. Okay, so it will come out and it will get executed this line. Okay, so this is how the while loop works. Same example we are taking, but in this different structure, different syntax, where we are using a do while loop here. So integer count, as we are initializing here, what it is doing is I am writing the counter number and increasing the counter, and then we are checking if the counter is less than 10. Then if this condition is satisfied, then again the it will go into the loop and it will again print whatever the count is reached to, and then increase the counter. It will happen till the condition is dissatisfied. Like if it reaches to the 10, then this is not satisfied, then it will come to the next line and this will get executed. So this is the do while loop. If you take the example of the same thing, if you see here, it is there is a for loop where I initialize I is equal to 0, then less than 10 I plus plus, and a printing counter is reached to 0. So it will always print the counter, the I value here, and then it will get increased and it will again loop it. Okay, this is how for loop is executed. Example is like this. Here if you see, this is how I will define the array of an integer array collections, where I have taken the collection from 0 to 9. Okay, and then you have written a for each where it is iterating through each item of the collection. So each iterating through each item here in collection, where item is, so first item will become 0 and then it will type, then 1 2 3, like that it will loop till the point the your collection will end. Okay, this is how the for each loop summarize both the thing. So for loop, use a for loop when you need a precise control over the number of iteration. That is very important. You need a control over the number of iteration, and when you want to explicitly manage the loop variables. Whereas for each loop, use for each loop when you are iterating over the elements in the collection. Okay, if you are trying to use the collection and you are trying to iterate through the collection, then you have to use a for each loop. Do not need to access the index of the elements. So if there is no need to access the index, then you can go for a for each loop. Next, we are going to see nested loops, breaks, and continue statement. First, we'll see nested loop. So nested loop is basically loop inside a loop. So here, in this case, if you are seeing this for loop, which is within this for each loop. Okay, so this is called as a inside inner loop. Okay, so this for loop is an inner loop here, and then you have an outer loop for this for each. So this is this is also you can use in your program depending on your logic. You can have a loop within the loop also. Okay. Then there are two very important statements, break and continue. What is break? The break operator is used for prematurely exiting the loop before it has completed its execution in a natural way. When the loop reaches the break operator, it terminates and the program execution continues from the line immediately after the loop's body. So basically break is used when you want to break the loop. Okay, you do not want to complete the loop, and so there might be some logic where you want to break that loop, then you can use the break statement. What is continue? The continue operator stops the current iteration of the inner loop without terminating the loop. So if you want to skip some loop in your some iteration in your loop, then you can use a continue. Okay, so once you use a continue, it will just it will not execute the current loop. Okay, and it will move to the next number. Okay, next iteration. So how does it use? I will give you an example here for both the one. Okay, in the first case there is a break. This is how the syntax is, break comma. Okay, what I'm trying to do is, it is the same example what we have done for the for each. Okay, where we are trying to print the counter here. But what I have done here is, if item is equal to 6, then break. So what will happen is, this loop will get break once your item will reach to 6. Okay, it means it will execute only till the 5. So there might be some logic where you want to there might be some condition which will for that you want to come out of the loop, then you can use a break. Whereas if you see here the continue statement, what I have done is, item is equal to 1 continue. So what it will do is, it will skip when it will skip the loop body. Loop body is basically this console, right? Whatever you are returned, we are returning it. That is your loop body. So whenever it will reach to the 1, then it will skip that line and it will go to the second. So once we run that, you will find that this part, the break part, will stop writing till the 5, whereas continue will write till the 9, but the 1 will be get skipped. So this is how break and continue is used. Break is to break your loop, continue is to skip the inner iteration, whatever the iteration which you are doing, that to skip that you can use a continue. So the next topic is used with a sample example. So we'll see the uses of all 4 loops with the sample example. For that we will go to the Visual Studio directly. So here is the solution I have created. Okay, so I have created one common class where I have written all 4 examples. Okay, for example of a 4, we will start with the prime number, checking the prime number. Okay, so here first we are accepting the positive number from the user. Okay, we are reading this by using this console.readline. Whatever the user will enter the number, that value we are reading, and that should be an integer. So we are parsing it here. Okay, then we are taking the divider as a 2. Then we are calculating the square root of an entered number. We are taking a variable as a prime to check the condition. So if it is reached to the if it is reached to the false, okay, it means it is not a prime number, then we will come out from the loop. Okay, so what are the condition which we are checking here is whether the prime variable is a false, and whether the divider, that is 2, is less than or equal to max divider, that is the square root of a number. Okay, so this is the first while condition. Till this time is till this condition, this both the condition, if you see and here, so both the conditions are true, then the loop will get executed. Okay, so if the both are true, then what we are doing is we are dividing the number and getting the remainder by the divider 2. Okay, so whatever the number is there, we are dividing it, we are getting the remainder from that. So divider is a 2, so once you divide it 2, remainder is 0, means not a prime number. So what is a prime number, you must be knowing it. If its remainder is a 0, it means it is not a prime number. So whenever the remainder will come as a if the remainder has come as a 0, then we will say primary is equal to false, so it's not a prime number. Okay, so this will get continued till you increase the divider. Okay, 2 3 4 5 till the time it is remainder is not 0. Okay, and your divider is less than or equal to max divider, means your square root of a delta number. Till that time it will do this calculation, and it will change the primary variable, okay, to false. Okay, if it is false, then it's not a prime number. So this is how it will check and it will print it. So this is the first check number is prime. We will see the output later. Okay, first we'll go through all four programs. The next program is a get factorial of a number. So you are trying to get a factorial of a number. So first of all, you will ask user to enter a number. Okay, we will read that number and convert that into the integer. Okay, we'll get a factorial 1. Okay, and then we will do the factorial calculation here. Okay, we will decrease the number until the time that the number is not reached to greater than 0. Okay, it will keep reducing the value and do multiplication in the value. Okay, so once it will multiply till the n will reach less than 0, so that will be 1. Okay, and the whatever the calculation, that is your factorial, so that will get printed here. So this is very simple logic here, written using the do while. Okay, here we have used a while, whereas here we have used a do while. Okay, then we have a here a printing a triangle. Okay, you will ask a length of a triangle, so you can have a triangle like you want to print a triangle like this, 1 1 1 2 1 2 3, this kind of a triangle if you want to print. So what will be the length? Like 4, I want 4 rows, then I will enter a 4. Okay, then we have a for loop here. We have here nested loop use here. Okay, if you see row and column, so basically this is your rows. Okay, so number of rows and number of column. Okay, and then you are printing the column. Okay, so this is how you will do in the loop nested, using a nested loop you can print a triangle. Okay, so let's move to the find out the prime numbers between the numbers. Okay, so you can have a two set of numbers, and from that you want to find out the prime numbers. So first of all, you have to accept the two values. So I'm expecting from the user, so I'm getting two values here, n and m. Okay, then I have a for loop. Okay, the same logic we will use here, what we have used in for the prime to find out the prime number here. Yes, same logic here. Okay, but it is between the start and end, so n and m. Okay, the same logic, and then we are printing the number. So this is how it is written. Okay, so I have a console application, so I've just written all four examples here. First is the check number, then get factorial number, printing triangle. So let's run this now. Okay, see what it is asking. Check a number is a prime or not. Okay, so you enter a number. Let me enter a 7 number. Enter it. 7 is a prime number. Okay, then what it is saying is press enter to execute the next program. What was the next program? Calculate the factorial of a number. So let's find out the factorial of number 5. Okay, so factorial of 5 it is given as a 120. You can calculate if you have a doubt. 5 factorial of 5 is a 120. Okay, then again it is asking for enter a number. Now we want to print a triangle, so let's say 11. So it has printed a triangle here till the 11th row. Okay, now the next program is prime number in an interval. So let's say 200 and m is 350. Okay, so it has given, if you see 211, 223, 227, 299 till the 349, it is given the prime numbers between 200 to 350. So this is how it programs get executed. If you want to check this code, it is uploaded on my GitHub directory. I will provide that directory there if you want to check these programs. Okay, we have seen the examples of for loops, while loop, do while loop, and uh, for each loop. Okay, we will see, we have seen the example of how to check a number is a prime number. So if you want to go through the again to the from the code, you can check that. Okay, all these codes are available on my GitHub. I will be giving that link in the description. So this is how the check if the number is a prime, how you can do that. Then you have a calculating factorial, that is also we have seen how you can calculate the factorial. Then we have seen how to print a triangle. Okay, how to print a triangle. Okay, then we have seen how to find out the prime numbers between the interval. Okay, so these are the few example which if you are an IT student, it might be used in your practical exam or your the written exam also. If you want to have any other program, let me know in the comment. Okay, we will try to give that program also here. All right, we have completed today's topic. Loops are critical to write any program. If you like today's content, then do click on a like button and share a video with your friends and colleagues. Do provide your feedback or ask any question you have using the comment section. Of course, do not forget to subscribe to the channel and click on a notification bell to get the latest update. Thank you. Thanks for watching.